Imagine waking up in your familiar bed, but the faces of loved ones blur into strangers. That's how it began in Eldridge, a sleepy town nestled between rolling hills. One crisp autumn morning, a thick, unnatural fog slithered in from the woods, silent and insidious. At first, folks dismissed it as just bad weather, but soon whispers spread, people forgetting names, birthdays, entire chunks of their lives vanishing like mist in the sun. Panic simmered beneath the surface. Sarah, the local librarian, was the first to notice patterns. She'd forget entire books she'd read obsessively. Driving home, she couldn't recall her route. Others shared similar tales at the diner. Mechanics blanking on tools, teachers losing lesson plans. The fog thickened, seeping into homes, and with it came the erasures. Childhood memories dissolved first, then recent events. The town hall meeting turned chaotic as arguments erupted over forgotten promises and lost histories, fear taking root in the voids. As night fell, the fog birthed horrors. Shadowy figures emerged, amorphous and writhing, their forms shifting like smoke. They didn't attack outright, but hovered, feeding on the growing dread. Old Mr. Jenkins screamed about creatures in his attic, devouring his war memories and amplifying his phobias. Whispers echoed through the mist, replaying forgotten fears. The shadows grew bolder, slinking into bedrooms, coiling around dreamers, siphoning terror to swell their ethereal bodies into nightmarish shapes. Dr. Elias Thorne, the town's reclusive scientist, pieced it together from old journals. The fog wasn't natural. It was a psychic phenomenon, perhaps from an ancient curse buried in the hills. It erased memories to weaken minds, making fear ripe for harvest. The creatures thrived on it, growing stronger with each panicked soul. Sarah teamed up with him, scavenging for clues in the fog-choked library. They discovered that confronting personal fears could repel the shadows, but doubt lingered in the air. Chaos peaked as the fog enveloped the town square. Shadows swarmed, feeding frenzy ignited by collective hysteria. People relived buried traumas, abandonment, failures, deepest insecurities amplified. Sarah faced her own, the accident that took her parents, now twisted into monstrous visions. She shouted affirmations, memories flickering back like sparks. Others followed, forming circles, sharing stories to rebuild their pasts. The creatures recoiled, their forms flickering as fear's fuel diminished, the fog beginning to thin at the edges. With dawn approaching, the resistance grew. Dr. Thorne rigged a device from scavenged parts, a sonic emitter to disrupt the fog's frequency. Activating it sent ripples through the mist, scattering shadows like leaves in wind. Memories rushed back in fragments, piecing together lives. The creatures howled, their essence unraveling as fear ebbed. Townsfolk emerged from hiding, joining the chant of reclaimed truths. The fog retreated, pulling its minions back into the woods, leaving a town forever changed but united. As the last wisps of fog vanished, Eldridge breathed anew. Scars remained, some memories lost forever, but new bonds forged in the ordeal. Sarah and Dr. Thorne stood at the hill's edge, watching the woods warily. Whispers of the fog's return lingered in folklore, a reminder that fears unspoken can summon darkness. The town rebuilt, cherishing recollections like treasures, yet in quiet nights, shadows danced in corners, waiting for doubt to feed them once more. Vigilance became their eternal guard,